Great, my mic's muted. Forgot about that. Sorry about that, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Morning, in order, Wyvern Boxer, Blaster 13323, Malad, Alana, Souls MDK, Sneak Peeks. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot I was recording with my mic muted so I could grumble at Artemal all yesterday. So, you'll notice, I don't have sound on. And I have in-game sound on. I don't have music, but I have in-game sound on because the new TRANSMOGs are out, and we're going to take a look at them so we can hear them. So it was such a good splash art. It's actually not raining today. Today's the perfect day for this. Run, run. Did he just hit it with his ukulele? He totally just did. Yep. Oh, okay. Fly, fly. Can't really see what's going on, but it's a bunch of coconuts. Okay. Yesterday you got a Light Monkey King on Asia? Dude. Oh, come on. Don't show us the crit animations. I want to see him fling the coconut. Stop it. I really wish they had the option to turn crit animation or off. Like, I don't know. Crit rate 100% or 0. There we go. Amazing how he gets that many coconuts. Okay, so he sprouts into a small, like, tree with some flowers. Pretty cool. Let's do it's a banjo? Yeah, that is a banjo, isn't it? So these should be the same. But what is Harmless Prank? Oh. Oh, goodness. Oh. Well, that means all the debuffs happen at the exact same time now. Whoa. Kind of. It's a lot faster than bloop, 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 right? So you just see the trees pop up. Hey, Chivon. That last sound, though. No, there's just a... What is that? Why does it do that? I guess it's the attack bar boost? But... why is the attack bar boost? I think there's a glitch. Like... can we not get the animation? Stop giving us the animation. Morning ration. Oh, come on. I think there's a visual glitch. Come on. Oh, stop giving us the stupid animation. We had it like 16 times in a row, non-animation. There we go. I think that the whoop is supposed to come back for my team because there's no reason for it to do that on theirs. And we don't even get to see it in the up-close animation, but all we just see is increased attack bar from Orion. I think that's a visual glitch. Like, it shouldn't be looking like it's boosting them. It should be boosting my team. Oh, wait, we already looked at Whistle. Like, see, it boosts these guys with a nice little circle animation. I'm confused. Unexpected or Fever Time first. Pretty cool looking. Let's see if we can get... looks like, you know, ocean winds. Ooh. Like, just look at that go. Just a coconut attack. We've already seen all of this, but we want to just see the killer animations. It's basically the same. So Fever Time. See what? Still the same animation killer. Kindness gone wrong. Gigantic coconut explosion. Very nice. Souls MDK, we'll see if we can get around to it. Not making any promises, though. After we got another thing very fun to talk about after we're done with these transmogs before we can do anything really. So first skill, Soshi Hadoukens. I'm pretty sure that, or as the DBZ fans would call it, a Kamehameha. Twist kick. Kind of looks basically the same, but let's see if we can get with the non-crit animation. Well, I mean, it looks basically the same, except, you know, you can see, what's really cool is you see, like, the step, and then the jump. But I want the non-crit animation. I wish I could turn this off. It takes so long to get the non-crit animation, so I can see the full animation for a non-crit. Because they give them, like, 90% crit rate on these things. There we go. Mind you, I think this is 1x speed. So they'd be a lot faster. Morning, morning, Jay. Oops, did not mean to press that. Accidentally right-clicked and realized there was no way out of it. So we'll look at that third skill again. It looks like she basically did a multi-Hadouken followed with dragon projectiles. And can we get the crit animation? So it is a Hadouken with just a bunch of, but I want, there we go. And of course my screen has to screw up. Thank you. Okay, pretty interesting. Nothing too intense or over the top. Pretty nice and subtle. Yellow Hadouken. Shadowless kick looks basically the same. When dragon attack, I don't believe there's going to be much different about these. I think this is going to be like the least transmogged out of all of them. Like the transmog effects aren't going to be like the super intense ones. The light one just looks very pretty. That's just a given fact. Twist kick, step, jump kick, stun. Okay. They all basically are the same here. Got Dark Hadouken. We've got the step, jump, kick. Was Shadowless kick, I believe? Yes. Dark Dragon attack. I can't really tell you about the speed of, Jay, I can't tell you which ones, of the animation speeds. They have to be tested outside of, the transmogrification building. One, because the crit animations happen 95% of the time. Even on supports. So, you can't really tell you about the crit animation. Did it change their victory pose? Okay. Don't think so. Definitely changed his pose, so he got more love than the Kung Fu girls. Man, wouldn't that be just aggravating to see that after you lose to an Orion that procs too many times? Alright, now we go up to the beach oracles. You can still got the same. I've done the thing. All right. Well, let's go hit those skill previews and see what's going on with the beach girls over here. Also, why are most of all except the Kung Fu girl wearing high heels to the beach? That seems completely unnecessary. Well, that looks like a cop-out. You just added a little bit of circly things, and you remember that flower we saw? There it is. That's all it is right there. It just adds a flower to basically the original skill. Seems a little bit better, but it seems actually slower than the standard predicted future. Hey, Zik. Yep, and then we just got a flower. Braha goes, now that's cool. Now that sound, though. That reminds me of something, but I can't think of it. Yeah, the oracles are pretty disappointing so far. Really? That's it? And that's it. Now if I can take the Battle Commander Oracle with, like, the freaking Navy, water mine. Just go, bing, and then have the same explosion of this. Because that's solid thump to it. That's a good sound. It sounds powerful. It sounds beefy, but it's kind of disappointing. Overall, Oracle's not my highest vote. Honestly, right now, Orion's got the highest vote out of everybody. Like, these just feel so kind of basic, you know? It looks just kind of like the Dark Bomb from Cobalt Bombers. Like that explosion with the little wibbly bits at the end. The little wavy edges. I right-clicked. Yeah, screw it. Not worth trying again, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm just bracing myself for hopefully not any more disappointment. See, I got a tan. I mean, that's what happens if you stay out at the beach long enough. But it reminds me of this ability, just the Magic Exterminator. Basically the same kind of wibbly bits to it. I think it's the non-transmogrified one that seems to look the better. Alright, let's look at the Occult Girls. I was hoping that the Oracles would look nicer for being an At 5 and all, but maybe it'll look better outside the Transmog buildings. You enjoyed my TOA 80 video? Thanks. Let's see here. Help me, Teddy. Did he just headbutt it? Totally did just headbutt. Toy Knight. So, gigantic belly slam. Fire Guardian Angel. So he transcends into an angel and then ascends to the heavens and rains down meteors. Neat. Headbutt. Girl's Prayer. Could have been more. Oh, stop showing me the crit animation. I like how she just hugs the bear. That's pretty quick animation. Water Guardian Angel just turns into that, and then bunch of water. Not feeling too hype about it. None of it's like, ooh, that's super cool. Headbutt as always. Bump. Got Toy Knight, which will look basically the same. He's gonna belly spam, belly slam. Let's see here. I don't like all of the I just turn into a winged bear and then animation. I felt like it could have been more cohesive. I don't know, it just doesn't get me excited. Headbutt. Toy Knight. Okay. Light Guardian Angel. See, that one doesn't look too bad. Just lightning, 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 not lightning. Bloop. I don't know. I don't say that. That one's actually arguably the best out of the Occult Girls so far. Dark Teddy Bear, Headbutt. Or is it just his claws? I don't even know. I didn't mean to. Now that looks good. That one looks good. You thinking Teddy's using his claws to scratch? I think so too. But it's really hard to tell when it's that. I don't know, we've got one more left. Let's just hope that the Oracles, not the Oracles, Desert Queens aren't as disappointing as the Oracle. Okay, so there's the flower petal. They're the flower and petals that we saw in the thing. So just the same thing, except if we could get it non-crit animation, we could see that it trails kind of like has a trail of flower petals falling. There we go. Kind of okay, I think. Curse the Beautiful. That's identical. That's exactly the same. Like, look at that. Did they even change these abilities? I don't see any difference here. Like, I see the cool shiny particles at the end. I would love to see more of it, but it won't stop freaking critting. Nope. Get the explosion, and then we just kind of shine. But this looks identically the same. Same, just yellow flower petals. Sweet dreams. Okay, so no longer it's a beetle, but just magic. All you did is took your original thing and just make it spin. Where's the effort in this? Same as always. I don't feel like any of these animations really changed. Like, sure, they added it up, like, touched it up and made it look nicer. Like, with it's more cohesive of a effect. But if we go over to storage and bring out my SecMat that I've not ruined or done anything with. And we go all the way down to floor 1 because she's not going to survive anything else. Wait, why did I get her out of storage? I don't know, just to prove a point. If we bring her down to this bottom floor, and we do Charming Voice, it's basically the same thing. If we use Curse of the Beautiful, I think that actually is the same thing. They only added flower petals onto that. Literally only flower petals onto the first skill. Like if we go back and look at it again, you'll see what I mean here. They're relying solely on just the model look to sell these things. They didn't put any effort into the animations outside of Orion, and that's it. I feel like they might have been rushed then. I feel like they, like... Oh, look, it's Curse of the Beautiful. It's the same. It's the same. And flower petals, and that's the only thing that's notably different. That's horrible. I don't like it. I'm not getting these things. Hey, would you consider stats over rune sets? Absolutely. Which brings me into a good segue. Good segue into the next update, which is this management system. In case you guys don't know, it allows you to manage all of your runes in-game. Woo! So you can click on runes. You can, if you don't want to see their power-up levels, I like seeing the power-up levels to see which ones I haven't powered up. You can engrave temporarily. Said that wrong. But if I put it here, it says my resistance goes up, but these goes down. And then I can just remove, and it'll tell me how much of the removal cost it was. And I can just re-engrave my set to the before and after. Allow me to see what my stats. Let's try. I've been told to try powering up these stones and these runes in here. Oh, that's much faster. But does that work outside of it too? No. But that is good to know. Go inside your runes. You just click on, I want a plus 12 this rune. I really don't, but... Look at that. They accidentally doubled the speed here, which I honestly like. More attack. Okay, HP. They're fixing it in the next patch. Make use of it while you can. I really wish they would have kept this. This is so much nicer. Allows me to eat through 5 million mana in like 20 minutes instead of 1 hour. Yeah, I know it's a bug, but I like this. I like this better. Okay, so 1 in every stat. Come on, crit rate. You're next. I don't even know who I'm going to use this rune on. Is that legendary 6-star rune? So I felt the violent rune, so I felt the urge to keep it. Don't know who I'm going to use it on, or if I'm just going to reappraise it. Hey, 22% attack's not bad. We'll figure out something. Wish this was speed. But yeah, so you can go and go, I need to see where all of my equipped runes are, so that way I can potentially de-rune things. Like, I can give my vertical runes to my aerial for whatever reason, right? I can give... I wish... Oh, it is... too bad you can't select from your storage here, but you can select monsters that are... Like, the runes, even from monsters in storage, you can click on. And now you can sort on is I only want sub-properties of speed. And I want it to be violent runes. Not that one. Violent. Now, too bad I can't sort them by those that have the highest speed. What does that do? Get rid of those ones. I don't understand. Oh. Okay, it puts a break in between. So these are my slot 1 runes and puts a break. These are my slot 2s, slot 3s. It puts a break to a new line. So that way it kind of organizes them a little bit more. So this is pretty nice. So this is a very nice new feature in Summoner's War that I'm very glad that they added. It'll make... For all those people who were like, runes are a problem, this will fix your problem. Well, the ones that are like, runes are too hard to know where I'm putting them. This will make life a lot easier for you. Also, one thing I wish they could have done is sort by different grades, or a different sorting feature, or like a sort drop down or something, allowing me to like pick... Don't show, or only show me a certain star grade, or certain, like, is it a legendary rune? Is it a blue rune? Allows me to just sell off all of my runes. So yeah, if we look at this, if I'm looking only for speed and that's it. Also, I wish another fun thing would be cool, would be interesting things. Would be, if I'm, say, sorting on speed and HP, put, like... So +6 here, right here's who's got it. Put in like red right here, speed +7 and HP +100 or something, so I can see what I'm searching for, so I don't have to manually click on all the runes. That'd be very nice to have. But I do absolutely appreciate that they're already sorted by rune starage. This is like 6 stars, then it goes to 5 stars, so I can just kind of peruse down the bottom, and if I spot a 4-star, I can immediately sell it. Not seeing any 4-star runes so far. Well, these are all my speed runes. Let's go for all of them. See if I actually have any 4-star runes sitting around. Honestly, there's an easier way to do this. Scroll down to the bottom. I mean, it's on marble. I'll just remove it when I remove it. Gross. I kept it because it's a legendary, and if it rolls 4 times in speed, it might actually be like a 20 speed rune. Let's power up 3 times. Uno. Dos. 3 many. Nope, it's Cell Rune. So that's all my slot 1s. Whoa, what did I just see? I saw something that was concerning as I scrolled by. Never mind. So we got a bunch of 4-star runes. That's on Malacca, so that'll stay because it'll get replaced. That's on Grago because I didn't want to actually give him runes. And that's on Darien because Darien was bad. Can you see when I use Tion in my life? I can farm better vampire runes. But they're not, the ones that aren't taking up my space, there's no point in taking them off and selling because they're not taking up my overall space. Another fun thing would be the ability to sell multiple at a time. Like, I like the fact that I can pick and choose through all of them at a time, but I hate that I have to sell them one at a time if I want to clean up my rune inventory. But, again, it's nice to have the fact that I can look at all of them and just kind of, like, get an overall look like, okay, these runes need to go. And, or I look and see, wow, I've got, like, 5 vampire 4-star runes, and I go over there and just go sell them, or I can just do it one at a time. When am I going on Europe? Don't know. I was planning on doing it today so I could do the event, but let's go through. I'm enjoying the new feature. Anyways, I'm gonna go turn music on so that way you guys don't have to hear absolutely nothing, and so that way we can do all that stuff. Anyways, one sec, guys. Blocking out the screen. There we go. Because I'm turning off the in-game sound because it's just gonna clash with music. Then we're gonna go turn actual music on. Man, my stomach's really doing the rumblies today. Yeah, but overall, if I were to have to rate this, if I were to have to rate those transmogs, I would give Orion a 9 out of, like an 8 or 9 out of 10, like pretty darn good. Not the best. Some things that could look nicer. I'm gonna bump it down to 7 out of 10, and 7 out of 10 is not a bad score. 7 out of 10 is definitely not a bad score. Like, if I say 5, and like, it's an average skin, it's okay. 5 does not mean bad. We're not going by PC Gamer, we're not going by, like, we're not going by, game journalists, ideology of not music, games. But so 5 is average. 3 is bad. 1 is unbearably just horrible. So, Orion, I say 7. It's above average. It's nice looking. It's not perfect. It's not like stellar. You don't get super excited. It's not like just... it's not like the Samurais. That's a good example. Let's just go take a look at the Samurais. Because if we go over to Collection... we go over to Samurais... they look different. They've got this overwhelming aura to them. They're huge. The music's way too loud. We'll turn it down in just 1 second. 'Cause I'm talking louder to compensate for that. So, like, I will be going to Europe here soon. But the animation's just, it feels crisp. Like, it's not super big, but look at Sword of Supreme Skywolf. Look at that animation. Look at this. Like, it's overwhelmingly huge. It's different. Where if we went back to Sekhmet, they brightened the colors and added flower petals to the first skill and the first skill only. We go over to Tosi, right? Look at the dark, the contrast. It just looks so much nicer. Like, how overwhelmingly powerful does that animation feel to you? I give that like a 9. It could have been a little bit better because the first skill kind of, not as the coolest thing, but 2 and 3 are amazing. The aura is, like, overwhelming. Some people might say it's a little too edgy for them, but it's like an 8 or 9. It's a very good transmog. Orion, 7 out of 10. It's good. Have a lot of things that could make it feel more tropical, more theme-worthy of itself. Let's go into the Kung Fu Girls. I say they're a good 6 or 7 out of 10. I like them. They're crisp. They're clean. They make changes where they're needed. I especially like the small attention to details where you see the twist kick. You see each step like make like a ripple, like she's hopping across water to come and kick your face in. I say it's a 6 or 7 out of 10. Not as good as Orion. Like, Orion's a 7.5. How about that? Orion 7.5. Kung Fu Girls 7. For a skin transmog, I give this a 4. It's below average. Really didn't feel like anything's changed except giving these nice... I think most of their time went on these fading, like, particle effects in the background. Skill animations look almost the same. Predicted future is the only thing that really looks different. And Praha's sleep ability. The bombs just feel... Not the bombs. Placing a bomb just feels underwhelming. It looks almost identical, except with a little bit more splash to it. Doesn't feel any different. Like, if we go over to, oops. Didn't mean to smack my pop filter with the pen that I'm twirling around my hand. But if we go over to the Wind Oracle, I'm going to give you a reason why I don't like the bomb skill. Like, predicted future... You've got a little bit of splash to it. It just seems bigger. It's quicker, too. But look at this bomb. Just... The impending doom has been set in your mind. That this huge mine, this huge explosive device is over your head. And overall, this is a pretty cool bomb explosion. I like the other one slightly better, just because it has a more grittier thump to it. But other than that, the animations are pretty much the same. Occult Girls, I give them effort for trying, but it just doesn't feel varied. When you think about the Occult Girls as a Nat 5 family, they already have very similar skills. Like, everyone has Help Me Teddy because it's the first skill. Every family has the same first skills. One day Come To Us is going to make that video, make those words obsolete and give, like, different first skills to different families. L&D, the homunculus are... excluded because you're the one who fixes those up. So we got Help Me Teddy, all look the same. And not the same as like non-transmog, as each other. Not really anything too big. It looks like it's trying to claw at it, but honestly it really just looks like it goes ugh, and just headbutts it. Sorry if that was loud. That was right towards my microphone. Girl's Prayer looks a little bit more flashy than standard Girl's Prayer. Water Archangel just kind of looks okay, but the thing I don't like about any of the Archangel skills is that Teddy just like grants wings and then something happens. He doesn't seem to make it happen. He's just like, I've been a good boy, to heaven I go. Oh wow, there's meteors now hitting the earth where I was. There's no connection. It doesn't feel powerful. It's like, you could have taken Teddy out of that like animation and just been like, go, fallen guardian, and just all you see is just literally, Teddy could have came from the sky as the meteor went kaboof into the ground and been really cool, right? I just feel like him just like granting wings and then just disappearing off screen isn't a good connection between why did that happen and why did all of this ability happen. It just doesn't feel connected and good. Like, she's cute as all get out. Look at her shaking her milk and then clinking it with the milk of teddy bear. Like, the passive animation, it's cute. Everything's nice about it. It's just, I feel like the actual skill animations are a little bit underwhelming. And this one, 3, just because it's basically the original with boobs. More boobs and more hair. No. It's bad. It's not unbearable, but it's not good. For her, I would say 5.5 out of 6. Like, 5.5 out of 10, 5.5 or 6-ish. Like, the animations are different. They just don't feel cohesive. They don't feel like they're strong. They don't feel like there was a lot of effort put into them. I mean, I bet you there was. Don't get me wrong. I know for a fact doing like, animation and all that stuff is very time consuming to get the one, to make it a looping, to make it look nice. They have to plan the animation from multiple different angles, crit, non-crit, the crit where you look back, the crit where you follow it, all of that stuff. But I just feel like these two are the best out of them, which honestly is okay, because they're not 4s and it's more readily accessible. More people have Kung Fu Girls and Brownie Magicians than Oracles, Occult Girls, and Desert Queens. It makes sense, but on the same time, since these are rarer, you would expect the Transmog to be more flashy or more big, and just not just a reskin. Like, this one almost literally is a reskin with brightened colors on its animations. This one has new animations that feel kind of disconnected. This one's animations just feel underwhelming. Why would I get these and make my Transmog, my rare Nat 5 just not feel as good? Like, if I already am not using my Nat 5, why do I want it to feel less fun? Anyways, we've got Guild Wars we're gonna go look at. No, we've already won. And if we already won, I'm not gonna bother with it. Not worth our time. And if we look, these 3 are hit, which means it's farming defense or some sort. Yep. Alright, absolutely not worth our time. We're gonna go finish our dailies. Did I power up 9 runes? 9 or 10 runes. Here's the best one. I don't agree. I don't like the bomb being set down. I didn't want to click on that. Bingo. So I did that. I need to do my arena and 100 energy. We won't worry about the 100 energy. I'll do that off camera. No need to subject you guys to that. We've fallen down in to Challenger 3, which is why Perna's now on the defense. Which is funny because if you look at it, I'm still getting draws before this. I do absolutely love the Sierra's bomb going off, like, just the sound. That detonation is just so good. And I would love to give overall the Oracles a better rating because of it, but I can't. That's impartial just because I like Sierra. That's not impartial. That's partial because I like Sierra already. She's a fun monster. And the fact you give, like, if I had a Sierra and I got the Transmog for her, I would be like hard pressed not to just turn off the turn on sound just so I can hear the thump every time all the bombs go off and she just detonates. But as of right now, you'd find me hard pressed to even want the bomb animations where I could just do a couple weeks of RTA for the Transmog stones to just give her the Commander Oracle. Because it's just the bomb animation looks nicer, the explosion is just as flashy, doesn't sound as nice, but I don't play with sound all that often. And if I don't play with sound all that often, then maybe I don't need it. Maybe I don't need the only good part about that animation, which is the bomb sound. It's not even part of the animation, it's part of the sound. Like, the sound design for it was very nice. But why would I do that when I could take the bomb detonation that looks almost visibly on the same level, and we're just gonna boost... Wow, even with all the crits we didn't boost that Diana into being a problem. You. Also, why is she so good? And besides how good the bomb is, she's very squishy. Well, Pol Fernandez, the reason why she's good is you pair her up with another bomber, a attack bar booster, maybe 2 attack bar boosters, and the only reason why I say 2 is because Tiana exists to make your life miserable. With Sierra and her 24% speed lead, right? Then you've got, say, Malaka, Liebly, Tauros, Jojo, Dover. You've got any of the other bombers, right? Any of the other AoE full team bombs. Then you've got Bastet and Tiana. So what happens when the way it goes is that everyone is on some form. Everyone has will on it, and I think either Bastet will have double shield, just because she only needs to be speed tuned to your Tiana, who just needs to be on swift will as pretty fast as she can be, but it's not too much of a worry. If you're attacking into strippers, you might have a problem, but if you're just running a team comp where if they go first, they won't be able to stun you down or anything. If they go first, cool, they do their stuff. You take Tiana, you strip, speed boost, your Bastet, speed boost. No one on their team has buffs or debuffs. No, you now have the attack buff, the attack bar boost from both of them, and the shield. You place Dover bombs. You place Sierra on who you think is going to be the one who survives a Dover bomb, and then you detonate it. 3 to 4. If 3 to 4 are gone, and now you just press auto and let it finish it up. And what about RTA? There's not a part of a bomber team. She's not a part of a bomber team, although she's most used. Well, the thing that's great about that is because on AD, she's bad at deciding on who to bomb. If I bring Will Runes on just simply my Megan and I get outsped and she will, and no one gets armor broken here, she will try to bomb my Megan even though no one else has Will Runes. But in RTA, you want to bring her as a more tank fest because she does ignore defense damage. Anyone brings a Wind Panda, you bomb it. Anyone brings she can kill a Perna. Like, because chances are that player might not focus your Sierra with Perna since it's like, I've got element advantage. Bombs are element neutral. She applies a debuff, she blows it up, she can't glance, she can't crit, it just blows the ever-living crap out of it. So, she's used as a more tanky bruiser, but still with the incredible capability of just pumping out damage for no reason. Stupid panic, die. Yeah, we're in trouble. We didn't hurt this guy over here. Oh, he's on vampire. Well, he got his attack buff off. But I really need to strip the other buff off of him. She's very good, and she's good for 2 reasons. One, just because she's naturally good, and 2, just because she's fun. That's the only reason I incredibly want her, is just because she's fun. I should have used the other one because he's going to use the stupid thing again. Yep. I need to get rid of that immunity off of him. Nope. And I got crit on. Can I last one more? Nope. Collapsed almost every other hit. Oh, well. I made a mistake. I misplayed that. I should have used Toad Poison immediately, because then when he would have done his Fury, he would have been beneficial effect block. That was my own fault. And with beneficial effect block, he wouldn't have had the 1 turn of increased defense, and I could have gotten a heal block on him, so he wouldn't have life gained back from hitting Lucian. That was my bad. I fully take that one. And hey, I fully take that loss. And hey, Astroga, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you again. We'll finish out some of our wings. This should be the last one we need. Well, whatever. We'll just go into it. If we lose, we lose. I'm not too worried. It's midweek. I don't really push arena. I just do it for the glory points. That's a really slow Bastet. Confused as to why she's so slow. Is this Stella good? Swift and Blade. Speed, crit damage, attack, 10k HP, 1k attack, 160 speed. Knowing you, yes. Like, overall, you'd want higher stats on that later on, but right now that's fine. Fine for right now. Yeah, we can't make bingo, but we did 2 of the 3 things for today. Definitely gonna go to our Europe account right after I collect. Oh, I'm short by 1. Oh, well, we'll do it later. It's whatever. Hey, Nolander? It's like Nolan and Ander. Renander? Flednan? I'm gonna stop talking about that. Alright, going over to Europe. So let's play some Europe. I want to do the event. I'm going to do B6 of B7 of Water Dungeon, I believe, unless I've already done it. I don't think I have. I don't think I've actually really played my account on that. Can you help me? Can you help me get people to join my global server? Global server. It's called beta. Join my. I don't know exactly what you're saying. You trying to get people to join your guild? Oops. I didn't accept my friend points. I'll get it later. Not in the least bit worried about it. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to be buying the TRANSMOGs. Nolan and Dur. Okay. 15 energy will help us with those event expenditures. Woo! Defense successful! Get perned. Uh-oh. I've fallen too far. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. That should help. Playing global? I do. Ooh. We got the mana for it, so now we're in a mana deficit off the start. That's beautiful. But we're gonna have hopefully 2 scrolls to summon. Fingers crossed that I haven't done any of the water dungeon. I haven't! Yes! Let's go. No. This one and this one. Can you help me get people for my guild? It's called beta. Is it on global? Nolan, is your guild on global, or what server is it on? I mean, I only got a couple people here watching, only 26. I mean, it's much better than I used to, but still, you're reaching out to a pretty limited audience. And I have no problem with helping out, getting people to your guild. Give yourself a spot. What kind of guild are you? Farming guild? Are you a push guild? Are you anything above level 30 guild? Oh, there's immunity on it. Well, now there's not. Well, that sucks. Oh, and he got resisted. Hey, Neon. It's on global. Okay, so there's a guild called Beta on global. But what kind of guild is it, man? Yeah, gotta hear about it. Pitch it, elevator pitch. Try to sell us your guild. What's it good at? What's it do? Does it have a great community? Does it accept everyone? Attacker spot guaranteed? Go to. You got a dedicated channel for it? Oh, come on. Don't give me the spinning wheel of death. Okay, have you guys ever had it where you like go to here and it goes to refresh and it has the spinny like loading wheel, but it never goes away? That's the worst. Farming guild, anyone can join, so any level welcome, any skill level welcome. It's a good farming guild for early level people, and so here's a different type of guilds. You've got farming guilds, you've got everybody welcome farming guilds. They probably won't be the highest rank out of all of the farming guilds category because you'll accept people of any caliber. You'll probably be a little bit lower, but you'll have an easy time. You'll generally face off against the same guilds with the same kind of mind, or guilds that just don't do their stuff. Now you've got farming guilds like 30 to 50s only, which will have higher level people. They're still farming guilds, but they're capable of hitting higher defenses just for when they run into semi-farming guilds, which is a different thing. A semi-farming guild, which is what my guild does, is we set just a one-man defense throughout the week. On Friday, we go hard defense, and we try to win the last few fights in our defenses. So that way we keep our G1 ranking. A farming guild can easily reach G1. But the higher you go up in ranking, the harder you're going to have fights. And a full farming guild will generally keep down low conqueror level, which you still get the same amount of honor for. And thank you to whoever just subbed. I didn't get to read it because I'm throwing words out here. Alright, let's just use a rep for this one. Make it faster. Come on, Vadi. Let's kill the thing. So you've got a semi-farming guild. Hazir's got a semi-farming guild called Rise Above. It's a hard defense Friday. So basically, it's a semi-farming guild. Good for getting your first Ifrits. And the only reason why I'm plugging this is because since I'm talking more about new players today, get yourself a guild ASAP. As soon as you get a few mons, get yourself a guild that you either can leech from whenever they win, or get yourself a low level farming guild that you can then just sit there and enjoy your time getting free points. Absolutely 100% worth immediately getting yourself a guild, whether you're attacking or not. As long as they win, you get points, and it allows you to get your Ifrit so much quicker. Don't wait until you're about 1.5 to 2 years into the game before you start getting your Ifrits like this guy. You get a Theomars, and then you'll be like, but I already built monsters around it. Have you ever heard of a game called Wizard 101? I have heard of it. I've seen it around. What do I stream with again? I used a Samsung side sync to mirror my phone to my PC, which overheats my phone like crazy, and it's been killing the battery. Side note. And I use OBS, Open Broadcast Studio. Something like that. It's very, very fun to use that. I actually used it to record yesterday's video. Mainly because I had to, but if I'm playing a actual desktop game, I'll probably use Shadowplay because it records directly off of my graphics card instead of my monitor display. And off the graphics card means it's higher FPS and just looks nicer. Good night, Lana. Sleep very well. Nolan, the thing is, since your guild is a all-accepted farming guild, a lot of people aren't really looking for that. Once people get enough monsters or enough fight power, they generally try to find tougher guilds so that way they can get more rewards at the end of the week. So you have to find your audience, you have to find the lower level people, and if you find people, like if you have enough to do an attack rotation and you find like a level 10 or 15 that's like, hey, is there any guild I can join? You say, we can let you... Ooh, someone just got an Archangel. Hold that thought 1 sec, gotta say congrats. GG. Which reminds me, I'm not on the right channel. So... There's people, you might have to accept... you might have to accept people who aren't able to really participate in guild wars initially, and then you'll have to cultivate them. It's okay to accept people who are too low for your standards if you have them, and then just bring them up to your standards. You bring them into your community within Summoner's War, and it's your job to help cultivate your guildmates, especially as a guild leader. You gotta make sure everyone's progressing and no one's frustrated, and they have the knowledge that they need to move on. Thankfully, well, not thankfully, my guild's a G1 guild. We only accept Fighter 3 or higher people, so it's kind of, don't need to coach people on how not to be bad when you're already a Conk 1 player. Alright, 2 scrolls. I want a Megan out of this. I'm not gonna skip these, it's just 2 scrolls. Trash Garbo. Food for my Hemos, if I actually still have them. Come on, just give me Megan. I just want Megan. Well, it's the water one. I haven't got the water one, but not what I want. But yeah, if there's any new players that are very new to the game, definitely check out a guild like the one Nolan is talking about. Get yourself an everything farming guild. They'll help you because fighting a sneeze. There we go. What's so great about them is it allows you to get points. And if you're not going to go for an Ifrit because you just don't want one, it still allows you to get a 4-star maxed Rainbow Mon, which at that rate, almost you get 1 free 6-star a month as long as you've got the 4-star food for it. It allows you to just do a lot of nice things by just existing in a guild. If you're an attacker, do make sure that you make an effort to do your swords. It just keeps you in the guild longer and keeps people from being a little bit bitter towards you if they lose by like 2% and you had all your swords and it's against a farming guild. What server is my guild? My guild's on global. Nolan's is on global. Hazir's is global rise above. Hazir's is a higher higher 40 above, I believe. 40 above semi-farm guild. We've got No Lens, who's a full farm guild. So if you guys need a guild and you're kind of looking for an early starting guild, definitely go check those guys out. Okay, done with the plugs for today. Got 7 people. We need to use 7 wings. This is perfect. You know, some days when you drink water, it's just so satisfying. There's no end to that story. It's just super satisfying sometimes to drink water. Much like sometimes when you're in a shower and you're like, I need to wash my hair, but instead you put your head up against the wall and just like turn the heat up just a little bit and just let it on the back of your neck and you just relax in the hot water for a little bit. Congrats on your amazing 5-star Fatal Rune, then. Gonna see Perna's runes. This Perna is gonna be pretty badly runed. My other Perna... I love saying that. My Perna on my main account has much better runes. But I'll definitely show you guys. I'll show you the Perna's runes. It's not anything super stellar. It's gotta work my way out of that hole though. So Perna's sitting on Hexafatal. The only reason why is because if I can plus 12 these runes, they're all 5-starred, and it moves me along in the beginner's quest. As soon as that happens, I drop this rune and this rune out for a set of blade runes. So I'll drop these ones out for blade runes. Maybe even this one. It's, I don't know, 17% HP is kind of useful, but this one not as much. Drop it out for a set of blade runes, put it on crit damage and higher crit rate and speed, and make them a little bit more useful. But overall, not in the best spot, but again, I can't farm anything higher than GB6 on my own without a repmon, so it kind of makes sense that I'm not doing this the best. We're gonna go pub stomp some people though, because we're way too low in arena right now. Let's see how far Perna itself can take us. Can we come back into Challenger with just a Perna? Do Nat 5s really bring you back into the game? I mean, wow, I didn't crit. Didn't crit twice. I've got 53% crit rate 4 times. There we go. I know it was a 3rd hit, but still. Let's do it. Just bought 3 liters of vodka and 3 liters more wine and 3 cases of beer. There we go. That's a horrible joke, by the way. Let's see. And if you want to, I can add you. No, no need. I've got enough reps. You don't have to wait. Again, since I'm since I don't go on here very often, it's not. Don't worry about wasting a friend slot. Use it on a more active person. I've got enough reps for right now. Elemental King Perna. Who do I kill out of these 4 first? Probably the Seek. He does damage. Poof. Don't you dare stun me. Just because this guy was a jerk. Well, we're back into Challenger, which is good, but we need to move ourselves up. I don't think Perna can do this on his own, so we're bringing in our friend Lapis. Should be able to two-man this. I hope. Lapis should be the one who deals with most of this. Okay. There's his Endure. There's the heal. So we didn't get the research. We're just going to use this now for the nice damage out. Who's next? This one. That one needed to be out of there. Perna's back. No Elemental King on that hit. Perna's not going to survive a second time, but it leaves us with a Lapis V Fedora. Decline. Decline's fine. We don't even need armor break. It's just since it's only one target, it's going to do a lot of damage. Wait, is he on Vampire? He's totally on Vampire. That was close. Whatever, we're just going to go back to using our normal team so I can press auto. Poofed. And just hit auto. Sorry, Wyvern Boxer, that's not something I'm going to talk about on stream. My apologies, but I'm not doing that. Oh, hey, wow. Well, that's helpful. What do I need to do? Clear B5 without a friend's rep? Nah, don't feel like it. Definitely need to summon a few RIP no 10 button 10 summon. We'll summon up a couple of these things. Is there a maximum amount of speed you can get on your mons? Yeah, it's all capped off your runes, though. Maximum speed you can get on a rune is 33... No, hold on. 6 plus 6. Well, 6 times 5 is 30. The maximum you can get is 30 plus 5. 35 is the highest speed rune you can get. 35 times 5. 5 times 5 is 175 plus 42. And then, so you can get a maximum of plus 217 speed from your runes. That's excluding your speed tower, speed leech, speed buff, any passives. But the highest you can get is plus 217 from runes alone. Now with Swift, that makes it even, you can get even faster. Not to mention your speed towers, your speed leads, and all that fun stuff. Can I do GB10 with all fire monsters on global? No, I don't have any. I don't have a cohesive team of fire monsters for it. Just gonna call it no for right now. Gonna definitely need to get Decameron to 5-star. Gonna have to 5-star Shannon. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4 basically sets of runes. This one's okay, but it could be better. Just need better runes on these guys. Bella, I don't think is set for where I want it to be. Need to update these runes. So let's use our fun new rune managing software that we get with this. Yep. It kind of demonstrates what it is. Let's go to Bella. Swift. Alright, cool. So now we can just kind of see where our Swift runes are. So we got HP and HP runes. We don't want that. Remove temporarily. Off of Bella. Welcome back, Nolan. Okay. All of these are attacker runes, except this one. This is a better rune. Put that there. None of these are powered up, though. This one's gonna... No. I don't like it. We'll ignore that one for now. Attack, crit rate, speed. Speed and defense, HP and defense. We don't need super amounts of speed. We can throw that one there. And the only reason why we're losing like a bunch of speed and stuff is because this rune's not powered up compared to this one. This one we don't have a full set as well. So if we just say engrave this temporarily, our speed now is down 8, which will be fixed the moment I power this rune up. We don't have a 4, like if we put these here, I'd be up 730, I'd be up speed, I'd be down resistant, not resistance, accuracy. Defense down by 40, but we can fix that. Crit rate, well that has HP on it. Let's remove this one. Remove temporarily and engrave temporarily. I think that's an okay set for right now. Can I do a monster review on your account? I was just over on Global, and I'm not going to go back there just yet. I need to at least finish off the dailies here and the event. And if I hit apply, it would remove all of these and apply these where it needs to be, which I think is pretty darn cool. Allows me to manage my runes a lot easier. Yes, cancel the modification. So we've done all of our arena for that. We've not tried to power up a rune 10 times. I don't think we really have the mana to try this. But we'll do it on this one, because it needs to go up, and I hope for HP. Which am I in? 111 as always. HP please, and thank you. Yeah, crit damage. Of course it's gonna go crit damage. Any other time I'd be happy about that, but right now I'm not. Let's just use the 2x speed. Much nicer. I enjoy this so much better. Just to be like, boop. It could have been better. A 6. And let's power this up 4 times. Since it's a 3-star rune, it'll be cheap. Because we don't really have the mana for this. Oh no. 3. And 4. Done with that. Give me my 20,000 mana for that. Now we need to go dump 100 energy, which is going to be fun. Do I have energy in my box? Because I won't have enough to do this elsewise. 40 energy, that puts me up at 95. We got 10 energy in here somewhere. Puts me at 105. Perfect. Just a reminder, guys, next stream is the mass summoning. It's gonna be Friday's. It's gonna be the summoning session for those who want me to summon. Bring a Stroga because it just makes things go faster. And we relax for a minute. Got 100 energy to burn off, so it's not gonna be the quickest thing. But with rep monsters, we should get there pretty quickly. We get to try this again with a less good runed a less good rolled substat version of the rune that we tried to power up earlier. We'll do that after we get our three bingo event points for the day. Yeah, Mara. Mara's the Dark Amazon, I think, right? I've heard some people using her to stop the Lich from reviving. And that'd be really interesting. I don't think I've ever pulled her. I don't think I've pulled an L&D Amazon ever. Definitely no, I have never pulled the light one because it's never illuminated. Why is my nose runny today? I mean, allergies are a thing, but... Wait, really? Does the dark one do that? It sure does. We'll go... I'll go show it off real quick. Well, show it off, I mean, talk about it for just one sec. Mara. I believe it's Mara. Yes, called it right. Does damage proportionate to max enemy's HP. That's fine. Poison arrow. Fires 2 arrows, with each having 40% chance to disturb the HP recovery for 2 turns. The enemies cannot be revived if the enemy is killed with this turn. Same with this one. How do you build one? I have no idea. But both of these prevent revive. And if she gets the last hit, the boss technically dies and revives just so he has all of his abilities off cooldown. So if you do that, you definitely get him to get the one and done. Hey Billy, how's it going, my man? Welcome back to the stream. So, fun non-summoners war news. Or just about games in general. So, I did mention a while... You mentioned a while back... I mentioned a while back that I modded Terraria. Since Terraria stream was over, I'm now playing modded Terraria, but I'm not filming or recording. I'm just kind of enjoying the game. Again, for the first time in a long while, I've actually just enjoyed playing Terraria again. Well, I mean, I enjoy it, but it's like a whole new excitement to it now. So, but we finally got past Plantera, which means post Plantera dungeon opened up, and that's where we immediately beelined over to it. And we get there, we farm it for a while, tons of new drops and stuff. We go back, and we find just it opens up so many possibilities. End up making so many cool new items, and I just feel borderline overpowered. But it's a ton of fun. Hey Vidish, how's it going? Welcome back, good to see you again. GB6. Let's just use more reps to get this out of the way quicker. I did not mean to join the general chat. Disconnect. Let's see here. What do we got going on, though? So we're going to have to spam this for a little while, get our 3 bingos. I think we should be able to get that 50 crystals, which will just move us towards the next 100 crystals, or next premium pack for this account. Honestly, at this point, this account is at the point where I need to actually start using refills to farm GB6, but I also don't care enough to do that. Because I need 4 or 5 new sets of runes, and that only comes through just pure effort. They don't just fall into my lap from buying premium packs. I don't just summon lightning, but here's a 6-star legendary rune alongside your new Kung Fu girl. It has to be on... you have to get it with the intention of getting runes. Nope. Yeah, it doesn't look like the Reddit has anything outside of the fun rune stuff. I have a question. I can do B minus to B on Elemental Rift. Should I already create Homunculus? Is it worth it? Well, it depends. Depends on if you really need Homunculus to fill a slot. Like, I made Homunculus because I wanted him for TOA hard, but I was already able to complete 70 or 80 of TOA hard. He just made my life easier. But I did my Homunculus at B minus to B. It's possible, and especially since it basically half the requirements in Crystal Worth, it shouldn't only take you maybe 2 to 3 weeks total to get and fully max his skill evolution, because it took me a while. It took me nearly 1 week to do it and 2 to 3 weeks to get the skill evolutions, and that's just no lifing it. That's all I did in, day out, every day, you know? Well, if you do it like that, then I'd say maybe 2 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks. 20-ish days, maybe. But if you just kind of do it with your extra energy at the end of the day, I'm going to say still 3.5 weeks. It's a commitment, and I do absolutely think it was worth it for me to do it. I absolutely love my Homunculus. Absolutely love my Homunculus to death. And I haven't really gained my appreciation yet for the L&D Homunculus, but then again, I haven't fully skilled her up. I got her skill evolved, but not skilled up. Because it'd be very nice to run her instead of Mav, and just have all of that fun stuff going on. But if you need that role that the Homunculus can filled, then absolutely is it worth it. That's really more up to you if it's worth it or not. Because if you have a Varad, you really don't need a Homunculus for TOA hard. If you've got Ganymede, you got any of those cool things, I'm not saying he replaces Varad, he just kind of does the same, can do the same thing as other people. He doesn't do the same thing as good as other people could, but he can fill roles that are missing. And that's his purpose. As you build them to what you need, and if you need something and you don't have them on for it and you don't feel like waiting, then absolutely build a Homunculus. Go get one. Go get you one. I hear that Summoner's War isn't fun and more of a competition. Well, it depends on what you play. I absolutely love just doing the summons. I personally don't like the competition part of it. I mean, Guild Wars is fun. Arena is not as much fun, but you got your first Nat 5 Amelia last day, so I think Water Homunculus will help me a lot in TOA hard. Absolutely. Amelia is interesting. She seems to be pretty obnoxious on Guild War defense. And I'll have to build mine eventually. Like 200 speed, violent, whatever, speed, blah, blah. Speed, HP. Try to get her to 35,000 HP on 200 speed violent. Just let her go. Arena, I try to get C2, and it's not hard after you get some decent rooms. Yeah, but I just don't like Arena. I just like to sit Fighter 1 so I can basically auto 90% of my list half the time. Like, half the time it's all the list, some of the times it's none of the list, and I refresh and then it's fine. And then other times I just kind of don't have to, I don't even look at Arena. Can I know my internet speed? I don't even know my internet speed. Let's find out. Not speed run. Speed test. .net. .net, not com. No. Ping. My up is right about a little bit short of what they said it would be, but then again I'm also doing stuff, so it might be being taxed right now. Gross. 62.1 megabits up, megabits per second up. Down, sorry. Up is about 2.8. I'm just gonna call it 2.8 megabits per second upload. It's not the greatest, It's pretty fun, but it could be so much better. Getting Guardian level is the real competition with monsters in L&D. Yeah, that I would absolutely agree with that. And I say that, take it with a grain of salt. I've never been there, nor do I intend to really climb to it anytime soon. It's just not because I can't. I probably can't actually, because I don't have the quality of runes required for it. It's not my focus. I'm not focusing towards it, so I'm never gonna go in that direction. Again, I'm not just gonna, it's like, I'm not gonna fall into good runes by just, by running Feynman Hell. I have to actually go run my dungeons with the intent of getting runes. I'm not gonna just fall into Guardian a level arena by just trying to farm glory points, you know? I have to intend to go to Guardian. And since I'm not going in that direction, it's not going to happen anytime soon. No. Trash rune for the trash heap. Yeah, let's just... I don't like Zyros because the mid-boss is the one that can't take more than 20% of his health, or 25% of his health to 30% or something like that. But... And Zyros only hits once. It's like trying to bring a singular damage dealer like a Teshar to kill a Leica, even though there's an element disadvantage and you're probably not the smartest idea to do that, but you get what I'm saying. It's like I'm bringing something that only hits once that can't kill it because of passive. How much is that? It's 20%. So you have to hit it. You have to hit it 5 times. 1, 2. Well, 2, 3, and then 4. 4 solid hits on passive, and then some tickles from other people. Why did they attack the thing with defense buff and immunity and not the stupid towers? Why did he attack the tower that had already gone and not the one that was going to go? Cooldown's been reset. Fun times. Strip's been resisted. Even more fun times. Bleh. Alright. Just need to drain out this energy. But I'm not going to just use Dimensional Rift because that's a cop-out. I need the runes. It's got HP and some resistance. I want it to go into HP. Can't be too picky right now. Now let's just bring Lucian. Lucian will do fine. Oh man, Indie Fet is auto-hosting me for up to 3 of his viewers. Man, I got auto-hosted. That's even cooler than normal hosting. Someone's just like, this guy's cool enough to auto-host him. Nightbot is, as the name suggests, Noland is a bot. He's not a person. He's a chatbot. Allows me to do commands. Like... when his next summons? And Nightbot will tell me. Down to the second. 2 days, 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 4 seconds. I'm not super hyped for it. I don't have a lot of scrolls. I am excited to summon my 3 L&Ds and just hope for a fun, usable Nat 3 out of it. It'd be very much nicer to have, you know, not another light Griffin. I say that, but last month I got 3 L&D lightnings out of like 4 or 5 scrolls. Hey Kindle, how's it going? Can Perna kill it? I don't think so, but we can try. Don't get stunned. Come on, one good hit. Perna the man. I'm doing fine. Just kind of coasting through the day. A little bit disappointed in the new transmogs. A little bit disappointed. Well, quite a lot disappointed, but you get it. I had high hopes, but I guess I get to save my money now. The only thing I'd really even want out of that is the Orion transmog, because it's cute. It's got a lot of animation effort into it. It's nice. That's basically it. That's whatever. Just hit it going. Sandoval doesn't do too much damage, but she does heal. That tickled her. I'll keep it. Offset if it rolls into speed. Could just easily go on Bernard as well. Just bring that one. Go to recruitment's not easy. You have to keep trying. And absolutely 100% go to chat servers. Most people here will already have a guild. You won't get your guild roster in a day. It takes a while, especially on Sundays. Try it on Sundays because people who guild hop on Sundays after they get their reward for end of the week. The new rune optimizer, you're able to get your Bernard 15 speed faster. Congratulations. Curious what the highest speed I could get on someone with Swift. It'd have to be on Spectra, but we'll do that when we go back over to Global, if we go back over to Global. I mean, we should go back over to Global. We're going to be out of energy here very shortly. Yeah, I absolutely do enjoy the new rune optimizer in-game, though. It is so nice. The rune manager. I really do wish they kept the 2x speed rune power-ups, because that makes my life so much nicer. Because I have a lot of runes to go through, and I definitely want to go through all of the runes in my rune optimizer and max out their subs. And now I can easily see which ones they are without going and clicking each and every one of them. At least all my 6-star runes first. All my 5-star runes are all the ones after that. And I'm also thinking about ditching all non-246 5-star runes. And just keeping 6-star runes at this point. Excuse me. Stayed up too late again. But that's nothing new for me. I should just man up and deal with being tired constantly. How long did it take for you to start getting people to watch my streams? A little while. Took a bit. This room just hurts to look at. Let's look at it a little longer, just to enjoy the pain for a minute. Goodbye. Defending Mav, always a good choice right there. Mav is required to survive. Though I think Rahul is gonna die from defending someone. Because just all the extra damage. Just because of all the extra damage he's gonna take from defending Mav. We definitely need to awaken Mav, because I've got so many penguins to feed him, but we need to awaken him before we do it, because we need Wings of Wind to be one of the first skills that go up. Punch! I like that he brands on his punch. I just wish his second ability was nicer. Touch of Darkness, like beneficial effect blocks, but it'd be nice if it stripped and beneficial effect blocked in that order. He'd be so much more powerful if it stripped first. Punch. I like the one punch beast monks. They're fun. I wish I had one. It's got speed on it, so we'll hold on to it. It's got accuracy, which is okay, I guess. Bring ourselves a Chimera. Watch it squall the life bar away. Nice and relaxing, rock back and forth. Right now I'm on EU because I want to finish the event. I summoned 2 mystical scrolls from, one from Shop and one from, 7. One from completing, Hall of Water B7. Got nothing out of it, really interesting. And now I'm just gonna finish off the last, use my 100 energy for the day. And then go back over to global. Boss has about 45,000 HP. That's not too bad. It's kind of sad that some LND Nat 5s are weaker than the rest of the family, says Sneaks Peek. Yeah, but then you've got disparity just among almost any family when it comes to power level. Like, you've got... Best one is probably just, I would have to say the Fairy Kings, because you've got... Samoth is just... Samoth and Ganymede are just like those top tier monsters. Davnus is usable, but just like flump down here. Oberon's kind of up here, but not that great. He's a single target. He's good for Guild Wars, right? And then there's Nyx, who used to be like bottom tier, is now like nice tier, but not usable in like arena tier yet. It's like, it's interesting. And would I say Zeratu is overrated, or just as OP as people say? Absolutely overrated. Ever since Rakan got a buff, he is now, in my opinion, the worst one out of the Chimera family. Just because self-buff immunity, no armor break, no collapse, no squall, right? All he has is his singular punch as hard as he can repeatedly every time. And he's just a single damage dealer that brings really nothing to the table. Sure, he can dish out some terrible damage, and he's pretty looking because he's shiny LND Nat 5, you know? But even at this point, Rakan is just a much better beefsteak that does damage for being a beefsteak, you know? I would still love to have a Zeratu because it'd be just fun to have the triple punch. But who am I talking about, says Forsaken? Zeratu, the Dark Chimera. I feel like he's just overrated in terms of being a damage dealer. Nope. Alright, 2 more runs. Yeah, Rakan is... I was saying that earlier, Forsaken. After the buff to Rakan's collapse... just the buff to Rakan's collapse and all that stuff, Rakan is in a much better spot than Zeratu is. Flat Out Lie says, I vote a 6-star bat should be the mascot for Summoners War and not Artemal. I don't know. Honestly, I think, like, the mascot should be a fixation between, like a Power Ranger squad of, like, Orion, Lucian, Chasun, and, like, Galleon Vertiheel for the 5-man squad, because everyone knows of those monsters. Everyone wants at least one of those monsters. Sometimes 2. Like 2 Galleons, like for 1 slow, 1 fast, 2 Lucians, an Orion for Swift, maybe 1 Orion for Will. I would only just make 1 Orion ever and just want him on that. Some people have multiple Chasuns. Could have been good. Could have been nice. But yeah, for the summoning session, we'll have, let's see here, I have 11 scrolls plus, gonna be, so I'm gonna have 33 scrolls, I believe, or 32. 33 mystical scrolls, 3 LND and 2 legendary. It's not a lot, but the next actual summoning session will be a non-planned summoning session. It's going to be happening for Cherish Zero, my roommate, who's got like 190 something mystical scrolls, 8 to 10 something LND or legendaries. I don't remember. He's got a lot of scrolls. He's been saving up for 2 months now. Body says, I think Arnimal's fine. He looks epic, being an archangel and of the light element. So, you know, it'd be but if why don't we just go with a standard like mobile or like browser-based game clickbait and just use like the beach transmogs as our mascot, so we can just draw in more prepubescent or going through puberty like kids or people who like that kind of stuff. But get all of those people in here. Just, hey everyone, get in here. Nope, trash rune. Shoo shoo. I wish your animations looked nicer. Blatantly rip off like Clash Royale's just screaming barbarian, but use it like Dark BK Knight. 1, 2, we've completed bingo! And then if I do this one more time, I get another 50 crystals. Sweet. Oh man, I'm rich. Look at all this mana I have now. Definitely want to grab those before, so I don't forget and they expire. Lame. What do we have left on here? Oh, gathering magical powers. We've got the 5 energy needed for this. Just do high B4. Perna and you. Hey Basta Bass, welcome back to the stream. I heard Light Panda's really good, says Flat Out Lie. Well, he's good in the situation in which you would use him in, but Molong has more versatility than him, which kind of sucks. Anyways, guys, moving back over to global. You should change the wish rates. I only get 10k mana. Well, I mean, please be a picture of the dog. I hope my mom just sent me a picture of that cute little dog that new dog. It's such a wonderful thing. So fluffy. This is so cute. Ooh, I can't open it though. I wanna open my scrolls. See you later, Vadi. See you when you get back. Oh, we'll just amp this. No way that Ramagos has over 55,000 HP. Did I get those crystals, those 1874 crystals free to play? Absolutely, and I'm going to show you my secret little tip to do it. You'll be blown away. When someone was asked this, he said this. What happened next will shock you. I'm just throwing out clickbait titles I'm buying for time. That's how I got it. I did this. Also this. That's it. I did TOA and then I had nothing to spend them on. Because TOA gets you 1,400 crystals. I I get 125 from World Boss every time World Boss dies, sometimes more. I get 100 crystals from Arena every week. It's not been 4 weeks since the event, not the event, since TOA reset, but the event has given me 100 crystals again already, not to mention the couple crystals I got from the Spin the Wheel event. But that's my bulk majority of it. Oh man, I fell back down to here again. I always sit right at the edge of 5%. So, okay, I generally get 150 crystals. My apologies. And this thing dies basically once a week. But sometimes I get 175. Spring, Lucian, Tark, Galleon. And we use the 1 rep mod. How good is this one? Speed, crit damage, attack, 226 speed. That's actually faster than my Galleon, I believe. Yeah, that's faster than my Galleon. Sweet, let's bring it and see what it does. When you said the mascot should be Power Rangers, I thought all 5 colors of Unawakened Ninjas. That'd be hilarious. If there are more... Oh, man. I want to see how fast this would go with it. Oh, well. If there are more players, will they kill the world boss faster? Yeah, absolutely. Every person adds damage into the world boss. That's how it works. He's a Squall Chimera. He doesn't do too much damage on Lightning Strike, which kind of sucks. Oh, element advantage. Such a lie. So what do I think of the following Nat 5s in order? Davnis, Vanessa, Pungbeck, Ethna, and Diana. Daphnis, I believe, is usable, and I would be happy with the Daphnis. Mark my words, I would be happy with Daphnis. Why would I be happy with Daphnis, you say? Well, I could use Daphnis instead of Spectra for boss chunk damage in TOA Hard. So, it would allow me to just have more in my team comp for TOA 100 and boss stages. I'd be happy with it. I would use them for PvE. Nothing else needed. Vanessa, great speed lead, most efficient monster in the game, don't need to be ruined, awakened, or leveled up to do her job. You slap fight runes on her, makes you 200 times better. Why am I even thinking about getting these? Pungbeck, great cleave team. Great cleave team damage dealer, does not need to kill to do the AoE now, which is what used to be the problem with them. Well, someone just got an occult girl. Congratulations, just in time to get yourself the disappointing skin. Oh, it's Charlotte. Or, star. How could a free-to-play have almost all of the transmogs? Running Rift Raid will get you a lot of transmog stones, more than you think it should give you. And RTA. And free-to-play probably won't have all of them. But I'm not ruling out the possibility of it. They should do the ninja thing, like they're all attacking Han because he's a bad LND Nat 5. But Han needs to have the transmog so he looks like super villainy. And all the other ones need to just be standard ninjas, like fighting to reclaim their honor kind of a deal. How much money am I making off YouTube? Not disclosing that. My apologies, but that's personal information. Face has a twitch and it needs to stop. Speaking of rifts, I can hold my own until the end, but when I do a random queue, my teammates die and then they kill me. Well, what level rift are you doing? Domptos is going to buff Daphnis and Vanessa. I don't really think Daphnis needs a buff per se, because buffing Daphnis requires basically retooling his kit. And if you retool his kit, he's going to be different than being Daphnis. And that's not buffing Daphnis, that's changing Daphnis. Whether or not it makes a difference, it's still just changing him. Level 1, I suggest try not to do level 1. Hey, baby Geo. Yeah, don't do Rift 1. Don't attempt Rift until you can do Rift 3, minimum. Honestly, I refuse to do anything short of Rift 4 or 5. I do Rift 4 if I'm random queuing, Rift 5 when I've got some people to carry me around. Like I survive and do my own, but when you grab 2 different Guardian level players and have them carry you through Rift, it makes you feel a little... whew, sorry about that. I just watched Vertigo almost die. That would have been bad. Yeah, it's like running GB1. You get a lot of really crap things out of it. And running Rift 3 can really cut out a lot of the crap stuff that you get. Which I think Rift 3 is when you don't get green grindstones anymore. Grind and enchant gems. What was it? It's good, right? Because her crit A is super low with the runes it put on her. Yeah. If I can run Rift 3 100% and only Rift 4 with good teammates, so I still don't farm it. I mean, Rift 4 with good teammates is fine. But if that's the case, it generally means you might have a rune requirement issue, and you're probably not at that point of confusion where you should probably start transition to doing more rifts than you do dungeons. But it's a back and forth. If you can do dungeons until you stop getting runes that you can use that are better than the runes you currently have, you go and do Rift to increase the runes that you already have to make them the best they can be. And then, now that you've ran out of runes to power up, you come back to dungeons with your new superpower runes to make yourself faster, to grind for longer, just to get those very niche, perfect runes. How do I play on computer? I am not. I am playing on my phone right here. It is incredibly hot to hold because I am using it to mirror its display to my computer using Samsung SideSync. I am not running an emulator or any of that stuff because that is against terms and services. So I'm mirroring my phone, and that's how I'm playing on the computer. Where do I usually end up in arena? Fighter 3. I never rush. I never try. I don't set a defense until I hit until Sunday when I wake up at like noon for stream. But I don't rush. I don't try arena. Half the time, I mean the last half a week I've not used a single arena wing. Just because I don't want to. I'm lazy when it comes to arena and I don't like it. I wish I still had my Yaku. Makes things go faster. And Mountain's power to finish that off. I wish we could trade essence. That would be nice. I'm farming Ice Rift. I hit 2 million on average. Still need 200 red crystals for my last homie skill up. I have about 2k ice crystals. 1k for skill up. Let's go over to the rune management system. Go over to this new focus rune. Focus, 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 focus. Boop. I wish it'd tell me that it was new, but this is this one. We're gonna power it up a few times. If it doesn't go into speed, we ditch it immediately. Like, its whole purpose is the chance of a quadruple speed. And it's gone. Crit damage, crit rate. Well, let's see. If this goes into speed twice, I might keep it. I keep 5-star runes sometimes. I really shouldn't. I was just hoping it would quadruple. Nope. I'm gonna be selling off most of my 5-star runes. Nah. I don't like focus runes for that. Purpose. This is an okay rune to keep. I wish that was the speed instead of up there. Oh well. How does your runes power up so fast? So there is a glitch right now. Now, I'll show you the difference. If you go to... Screw off, I'm not buying it. So if you go to your standard runes, click on, say, a violent rune, click on a rune that you want to power up. Let's go with this one. And you hit power up once, right? And it just goes like this. Boink. Okay, so it takes that time. But there's this new rune management that came in this morning that is in Summoner's War. You click it, and poof, you now have a rune management system that's in. You can pick what rune you want. You can show the power up on them. You can show the equipped ones, not equipped ones. Even in storage, I can power up someone's storage rune. Like this Taurus. Taurus is in storage, and the glitch is it powers up 2 times as fast as it should be. Like, look at it go. Just. What program do I use to stream Summoner's War, says Corbel? I use Samsung SideSync to mirror my phone, and I use OBS Studios. That's OBS. OBS Studios is saying Open Broadcaster Studios. It's like saying a NIC card, network interface card, or a PIN number, personal identification number, or an SSN number, social security number. Like, no need to say those extra things. Yeah, I'm definitely going to abuse the rune management system because of just the faster animations. Makes my life so much nicer. I finished both homunculus? Sure did. ATM machine. Yep, automatic teller machine. Come on, power up one more time. What did I go into? Crit rate? Not the best, but can be worse. But you know what's really cool about it? It allows you to power up monsters' runes when they're in storage. You can't put runes on monsters in storage, but you can modify the runes in monsters in storage. It also allows, okay, let's just take Ariel for example, and say I want to switch his slot 1 to this one, and I go engrave temporarily, and it'll tell me all the stat changes right then. I can and then just put it back by hitting engrave temporarily. I wish there's a better, like a button right here to say just put all of current over here. Because if I do this, I want to click on current and then just have it autofill this. It'd be nice, but it's not. Welcome back, Wyvern Boxer. Forsaken asks, I need to find out which of my runes were legendary for reappraisal. How do I do that? So, short answer, you can't. Long answer, you can't. Sadly, there's no way to actually know, besides just, like, either marking a number, like, keeping track of it. But any rune that was plus 12 before rune reappraisals were added are considered now legendaries for the 4-time rolls. Any runes that are gotten after it will be marked as a thing, and they are now actually marked in, I believe. Hold on. So if you use an optimizer, like Summoner's War Optimizer for out-of-game stuff, if I am, there it is. So for the, for if you use an outside of the game rune optimizer, ever since that update, it is now able, since the game now keeps track on whether the runes are legendary or not, if you use a rune optimizer outside of a game, it should tell you the quality grade of it, as long as you had the rune after it. Anything before it will be marked as unknown, which at that point, it's just best guess on what it is. There's no easy way to really know. You just want a list of runes that you can reappraise? That's always the toughest. Let's see if this goes into everything except HP flat, because if it does, it'd be nice. Okay, 14% crit damage. Because I'm willing to reroll this into speed. Failed so many times going to +5. What kind of computer do I use? It is a custom-built computer. Attack, that's fine. %20 attack. This is shaping up to be a nice rune. Come on, let's make it 20% attack, 20% crit damage. Come on, 2020. Let's get that 2020 vision. Overall, I'm not upset with this. Reroll this into speed, and well, it's not a violent rune. If it was a violent rune, it would definitely be going on Perna slot 1. I think. That was Perna slot 1. Arguably, it'd be better. Let's just look at our violent runes, see what we got going on here. I wish these were alphabetized, so it's easier to find them. Do you farm reappraisal stones each week? Yeah, I don't use them. You just got a sick Alienware, great for when I stream. Steep and Bryce, though, I used to own an Alienware. I did own an Alienware years ago, back before they were bought by Dell. I absolutely loved my Alienware. I really did. Absolutely loved it. It just got outdated, so I eventually rebuilt it in a lighter case, because the case... Jesus, what happened to my stream quality? Why did my stream quality go down to crap? Why did it auto down to 360p? No, not allowed. Whatever happened to that preparing update? Well, it's preparing for an update. I love the 2x speed on this. I wish it was like this forever. Yeah, I liked Alienware as a company before Dell bought them. Okay, 1 in speed, 1 in that. Man, this makes my life easy to figure out what runes need powered up. Crit rate and HP. Who uses crit rate and HP on Violent? Beast monks? Still don't have one. Don't have a Chow either. Alright, see ya, Neon. This rune's only +3 and it's been on my Fuko for how long? Oh, I forgot about that. Crit rate went up by 5. Oh, come on. Is Fire Lich worth working on? Not in my opinion. Well, crit rate again. Come on, one more crit rate. The optimizer, I think it's really good. I wish they would keep the speed of the rune upgrading. I think it's very nice. But I absolutely enjoy it. Oh, flat HP. I think it is a wonderful thing. I'm glad that they added it in. Violent defense. 4-star runes make me sad. How many of these things do I have crit damage and attack percentage on? 17. 17 runes are crit damage and attack percentage. It's a 4-star rune, so it needs trashed at some point. Okay, rune. Blah, 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 blah. Wait. Wait. Annabelle's rune's only +3? Why did I do this to her? I slap on these temp runes and I don't actually think about it. Is Dark Harpy good at all? I mean, she's good. I have one. I built her a little bit, then I just decided she wasn't worth the time. Come on, more attack percentage. One more roll into attack percentage, please, and thank you. This is a stream of me just playing with the new rune optimizer at this point. You summon your second Lin? Congratulations. Where did that go into? Oh, into resistance. Good for raids. Any use for 2? I don't know. I would say 2 would be fine. 2's fine to be used for a double speed team. I've seen them clear giants in like 20 seconds. You use them as basically you single target double Yaku it kind of a deal. You use them to obliterate bosses for speedruns, but I'm not gonna pull 2 of them, but if I pull 1, I'll definitely build 1. She would replace Yaku so quickly for me. Though I would put her on Violent. Violent or like Rage or Fatal. Crit damage again. Low rolls. This is a gross room. Super Dragon damage team. Absolutely. Yeah, this rune manage thing is pretty nice. Those are really low rolls. That's a bad rune. This rune's +1. I don't even like it. Get out of here. Shoo. Be gone. I'll just... But yeah, it allows me to find my runes so much nicer. I wish there was a different way to sort them by. High HP, some defense, speed and accuracy. It's not a terrible rune. Could be better. Defense or attack. Building my copper is gonna suck. Because I generally just trash all my guard runes. Because they're bad. I mean, I got this rune. Doesn't seem great, but it's okay, I guess. No. I think this rune overall is just better. 6% crit rate, so I lose 2% crit rate, but I gain double the crit damage on it, and I don't need HP on him. His job is to do something really, really fast. I can lock runes? How do I do that? Not seeing the lock rune function. Crit damage, 17% defense, so that's probably what came off copper at some point. 70% defense, yeah, this will probably go back onto a copper at some point. HP tank rune, crit damage, crit rate, and a locked away defense. Chassoon's guard rune, Pheromos, attack percent rune, defense, and defense. I have enough of these things. Oh, the rune optimized in the third party? Yeah, absolutely. Where's the good subs these days? Back in the 80s, I see children with 40% attack and 33 speed on one rune. I don't know. It's a rune recession. Anyways, I've got really no other content to do. I'm just basically going to be farming for the rest of the day. So I think I'm going to call it, just so I don't do boring stuff all day. And look at that, the music was stopped for a minute. I think it's a good place to stop, because I've got really nothing else to do, and instead of just running dragons for the next few hours, I'm gonna call it early. I'm gonna decide on what I want more. Just go with energy. Anyways, guys, thanks everyone who tuned in. Sorry it's a little bit short. Sorry for being it'll be a short stream. Not really much content to cover. Friday will be better, I promise. Also, Forsaken's asking, but for the record, if I reappraise an unknown one, will it become legendary? Not sure. I've never really looked at that to see what happens. But anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. Curtis Moran here. I'm signing off. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye!